Have you ever felt tired? Probably. Yes, that's a dumb question. But I'm talking about burnout levels of exhaustion. I'm talking about I can't get out of my bed. I am depressed, yes, but I'm not as depressed as I was those other times, but I still can't get out of bed. Type of tired? Great, then this video is for you. Hello, everybody. My name is Aja Fatupa. I am a 21-year-old girl, woman. Trying to unlearn survival and learn how to survive. And I was hoping we could all go on this journey to discover what is making these mental health issues come up physically and how we can navigate it. And obviously, I do not have all of the answers. I don't know. I'm trying to survive too. Like, we're all in this struggle, rumble together. And that's why I wanted to build a community where we can all just come together, share what we're feeling, happy times, mental health, not mental health, like I'm doing great or I'm doing horribly, or any type of in between those, just to have a space to be able to understand all of these. So first of all, I wanted to, because this is my first introduction to this, I wanted to just talk about who this video is for, what it's about. This video is for anyone who grew up being told that they had to be strong, being told that they had to stay silent because that's what makes you strong, being told to take care of everyone else because that's what makes you worthy. But now you're older and you realize, hey, I'm not strong, or I do not want to be strong. Take this away. Take your warrior, strong soldier thing away from me. You're burnt out. I have been diagnosed with burnout professionally also. So it has been very difficult navigating that, obviously, because it's a lot of physical issues. Anyways, you are tired, you're confused, maybe even numb to everything around you. And I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm just here to talk about it. But obviously, these things are, what's it called? A part of a bigger issue that we need to address as people, as society. I don't really know how we can get to the point where people don't grow up with, because I feel like everybody grows up with a certain level of trauma to them. So yeah, I don't know, this intro is all over the place, but let's just get into it. So I'm going to be telling this story from my perspective, obviously. Yeah, I like to kind of discuss my childhood a little bit and what has gotten to this point. For me, being strong meant becoming the saving grace for everyone around me. I believe that if they're not okay, then I'm not okay. I was expected to act older than what I really was. I would just throw in some examples here. I would take care of the house sometimes. I mean, obviously not all of the time, but like enough for it to become an issue now that I'm older, because it's all I really knew. I would go to school, come back from school, obviously have food, but I'll still have to take care of my brothers. And to some extent, as a kid, I really wanted to do that. But in a type of way, I feel like as the first daughter, I was parentified. And I'm trying to be very political in this video, just in case any of my family members sees it and they're like, oh my God, what is she talking about? Because every time I try to bring up things that actually happened to me, things that actually I struggle with a lot, things that has led me to realize, hey, I am insecure, I'm not confident, I don't know how to stand up for myself, I don't know how to actually be a normal fully functioning adult. So yeah, obviously something did mess me up, but my family will never accept that, which is also part of the journey. This is why I want to discuss it, because yeah, then you have all of these type of strives and it's like you don't really have a space to be able to talk about it, so all you do is negatively take that in and think, I'm the problem, it's me, it's my fault, and it's happening so much, like I'm the only common denominator, so I must be the problem. And believe me, I'm the biggest person with that. But once you actually start thinking about everything logically, everything starts falling into place. I was gonna give an example. I would take care of my brothers, I would take care of the house when I could. I would make food. I loved cooking as a child. I felt like that was really the bonding moment for me and my mom. And yeah, at some point it became not really for the fun, it was just something that I had to do. And I remember even at that young age sitting down and having a conversation with my mom, and I'm so happy because my mom took that conversation seriously, and she obviously, like, there was a little bit of guilt tripping, like, oh, you don't want to do this, and I'm just like, no, that's not really how I meant it. I just feel like it's a lot. And probably that's one of the few instances I can say that as a child I stood up for myself and I tried to communicate about something, and that it was also taken in a good way and gave me the green light to feel like I did a good thing instead of I did a bad thing. When I was sad or overwhelmed or just didn't feel okay, or someone would make a joke, like they'll be like, your nose is so big, and I'm like, I don't feel like that's a joke. Like, I feel pretty insecure about my nose now, which is a true thing about me. Like, it was like, you have your dad's nose, and it's just like, you're joking about it, I can see you laughing, but you're laughing at my expense. Like, it doesn't really feel like, we're both in this together. Like, it didn't feel nice hearing that. I was like, what's wrong with my nose? And obviously that also immediately became white nose, better nose, because my mom had a smaller nose, more Eurocentric, and these things all shaped the type of person I became and how I viewed myself. I was made to feel like a bad person just for having emotions. I remember thinking, how dare I feel sad? Even after, everything they've done for you, like, this is your family and you're here being sad, even though they were just joking. And it was just like everything circled back to me. That's how I internalized externally everything that was happening. I just took it that I was the problem and I need to be better and I need to change, and that's when everything is gonna be better. And obviously 21 years later, that's not the case. So I don't know, it seems like the problem is something else, doesn't it? I thought it was selfish to have feelings at all, and even when I was struggling, no one noticed. One of my earliest memories was me just sitting there and thinking, I really don't know what to do. I don't know how to make you guys happy. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here. And obviously, I'm trying to keep this video very lighthearted, but I'm talking about heavy stuff. I laugh, sorry. If anybody's uncomfortable with me smiling throughout this whole video, I truly just smile and laugh in uncomfortable situations. So bear with me. Bear with me. If it looks creepy, this is my first time. Be nice to me. Responsibilities, silence, and emotional burnout. I had huge responsibilities as a child. Felt huge to me. By age 8, I was caring for my baby siblings, changing diapers, feeding them, making sure the house was clean and the food was ready. And I was proud of myself, but still got punished if I didn't do something else, It'd be like, oh, but you didn't do this. I also internalized that as in, I never do enough. I'm still a perfectionist to this day. My house is a little bit messy right now, so I'm not gonna show it. But like, I struggle every day with like not cleaning my house. For example, if I don't clean my house for a day, like right now I haven't cleaned yet. I just came back from school and I'm like, oh my god, you better not forget, you better clean the house and make sure that it's clean. If not, you're just so dirty. And these are all things that I've actually really internalized and I struggle with a lot. And it's the little things, it's not even the big things, the big traumas for me anymore, because I'm going to therapy, I'm working through that. It's my worldview. Like, this has shaped my worldview. This showed me what the world is about. And so now everything just feels overwhelming. Everything feels like a lot. I have 3 appointments in a week. I'm like, what? How do you expect me to deal with all of this? And maybe there's some undiagnosed stuff going on here, because a lot of people tell me, oh my god, do you have ADHD? And I'm like, no. What do you mean? I don't even know what it is about fully. I know that you're hyper. That's all I know about ADHD. So I don't know, but I do struggle with it a lot. Only that plus being very perfectionist does not mesh together. Anytime I chose something for me, I was punished. So I learned your feelings don't matter. Your joy does not matter. Suppress yourself if it's disturbing everyone else, and just do everything that you can humanly possibly do to make everyone else around you happy and proud of you. And that was my goal. It was just, I need to make everyone happy, I need to make everyone proud. And then my mom passed away. A year later, I was still on the autopilot. I didn't even cry. Like, everybody was like, oh my god, it's so sad that your mom passed away. And I was like, but people die every day. And I'm so sorry. I'm horrible. People are gonna hate me. But it's not even like that was just I couldn't allow myself to feel sad. I couldn't allow myself to like everyone was crying and they were feeling sad and I was like if I start crying, I'm probably just pretending. It's all in my head. But it was literally like, girl, your mom just passed away. And it was so tough for me because I nearly broke down one time in the whole process of us burying her and everything that was happening. And then it was like, and obviously this auntie meant it in a good way. Like, let me stress this, she didn't mean it in a way fun, oh, you can't cry because your mom passed away, blah blah blah. She kind of meant it in a good way. So I wanted to cry, and my auntie took me to the side. She was like, do not cry, do not cry. Since yesterday you've been the strongest for us all. Because of you, we're all holding it together. You've been so put together. Do not. And I remember just thinking, okay. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna suppress all of these emotions and not cry. And now we're like 6 years down the line, and I just randomly bust out crying in the train, not even looking at anything, just listening to music because I just had a thought about my mom. And it's all a lot. It feels like I've suppressed my emotions for 21 years, and I got to this point and it was just like, it's full, you can't suppress it anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna continue. Now it feels like I'm just talking about myself, which is what this video is about. But I couldn't even say I was sick. They would say I was lying. Like sometimes I'll be like, I'm not feeling good, I have a headache. I used to have terrible migraines as a kid, and I used to walk a lot with a big ass bag. You know, the African kids with the big bags walking. Yeah, that was me. Like I can actually, you know how your parents be like, oh, I walk 10 miles, blah blah. I can actually say that to my kids because I did that. I did that every day. I would walk, I would go pick up my brothers, then we walk home. And it was my daily routine basically. So I basically always had a headache because the sun was so hot and the bag was heavy, and I just didn't drink a lot of water, to be honest. I drank when I was thirsty. So I always struggled with that because I was always sometimes like at some point it did get better because my mom truly noticed that I was having really bad headaches. But before we got to that point, I used to feel so anxious because I was like, I have a headache. Like my head hurts today too. And I know if I say it hurts today too, they're gonna be like, today too. And I don't know. It messed me up. Like, as an African, talking about stuff like this makes me feel like I'm complaining or something. But I'm like, okay, but these small things actually had a very big impact on me now. Like, I'm struggling with it now. So it is something that it needs to be talked about. And I hope I'm not the only one. And I hope I don't feel spoiled after posting this. I basically internalized, if I wasn't helpful, if I wasn't bringing anything to the table, if I wasn't dying for my family, then I was useless and worthless. And even if they didn't mean it like that, that's what I got as a child, mind you. Still, I think the real shift for me started last year. The shift of trying to unlearn all of the childhood traumas, trying to just get better. And I started doing more research, like medical research, and realizing, oh, all of these things I'm feeling is not unique to me. Like, I'm not actually crazy. Because for a really long time, I did genuinely think like there was something not right in my head, and everybody just didn't notice or something because I was just pretending and trying to function. And that's truly what I do feel a lot of the time. It's like I'm an imposter, I'm pretending, I have no idea what's going on, that type of stuff. But literally, I just woke up on a random August and I was like, whoa, I see my childhood very differently. I was like, okay, those things were not okay. That seems very abusive. And obviously, as we keep going, I will reveal more. I just feel like coming down and sitting down here and telling you guys everything, I probably won't gain fans. I probably won't gain people who run the other side, because I used to be telling people about my life and making jokes, because to me everything was just funny. I literally came into this world just laughing, and to this day I'm still like that. I just be laughing. I'm like, okay, everything is happening. And yeah, sure. Now I look at it different and I'm like, whoa, if that was my kid. Like, if that was not even my kid, if that was just some random kid that I knew, ooh, I'll be, I can't fight, but I'll still karate chop you. Don't. Anyways, let's continue. Last year, I woke up and I literally just saw it. I was like, whoa, these were some. You know how, like, you see something in movies and you're like, whoa, that would never happen to me. I'm so glad that's not me. Well, that's. I realized, that was me. In some ways, obviously not to that extent or to that level. It's different, it's nuanced, and I feel like that's why it's difficult for people to talk about their childhood traumas, because everyone's childhood is so different. You can have the same parents and born at the same time and still have very different experiences. So it's your own worldview. Like, you have to go on this journey on your own, in a sense, to understand your own personal trauma. But I feel like the discussion for people to feel comfortable enough to be able to go and try to explore that, it is being had, and I just want to join the conversation now. That's also possible. Anyways, I'm gonna continue. Everything had built up, years of silence, survival, people pleasing, pushing through, pretending, everyone trying to establish their dominance over me, and that's truly how it felt. I don't know if that was because I know that I'm very bad at with authority and stuff like that, but I did feel like everyone was truly showing their dominance over me, because I would never say no. Like, I would always just do everything to keep everyone happy, because I really truly always felt like I was the problem and I was doing something wrong. But yeah, I just couldn't keep pretending anymore. I couldn't keep living like in a story where I was always the villain in my own life. And even if people didn't mean it that way anymore, that's the narrative that I had in my head. So I had to really let that go on and unpack it. And it's very easy for me to sit down and say that now, but it's been a journey. Like, I'm not healed. Like, I'm still going through it, and it's very difficult. I've had to do it over the past 3 weeks, something like this, and it's been so difficult. But just bringing new people around me, people that actually show me like what the world is actually about and how people actually are, has been such an eye-opener for me, because I would be so scared to do something, and I would not want to do it, and it would be 2 weeks later and then I'll finally do it. For example, I started working again after not working for a year, because I had to stop after getting the burnout. And after starting working, I started school again, and I literally immediately knew that it was not possible. Like, it was too much, it was feeling like too much, but I felt like I couldn't say anything, because I'm gonna disappoint everyone because I got a job and I'm not going, or I'm gonna disappoint my boss because he obviously was trusting me and trusting these hours with me, and I still can't show up. And literally, when I tell you, I just sat down, sent a message, like a very vulnerable message, to be honest. I was just like, I really just don't feel good. I was wondering if it's possible, if I can have less hours, even though I know that the minimum hours we need here is 20 hours. If that's not possible, then I might have to stop working, because I can't continue. And he was so understanding and so nice about it that I was literally so shocked. And that's what made me realize, one of the things that I also started realizing, I was like, wow, look at how much big you made it in your head, because of the experiences that I had. I was 100% sure, okay, I would say 99.9999% sure that it wasn't gonna be fine. But then I did it, and it wasn't as bad. Or that I had a little tiff with someone, and then we discussed it, and we were actually able to move on from it. And those type of things are things that I never would have really expected to be a big, like, a thing that I can fix, because I always thought, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to, yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna let it go. And that suppression really built up and came out in very, like, angry ways, let me say. I was just angry at everyone and everything in life. But anyways, I couldn't keep living as the, yeah. I didn't know how to change. I still don't know how to change. I have no idea where to start. I feel like I've already made a start, but it didn't feel like it was a start when I was making the start. So it's just truly, truly believing my gut. Not even believing my gut, but finally just feeling so fed up with everything else that I'm just like, I'm gonna follow my gut. Like, I'm actually really gonna do what I wanna do. F the risk, F everything else, because I'm also very much not a risk taker. I'm a perfectionist. I had my whole life planned out basically, and it looks so different. And I feel like that's also one of the reasons why it was so easy for me to fall into the burnout and to just lose so much motivation and to just get so down mentally, is because I had planned my whole entire life, and then starting to grow up and keep changing my plans, but then realizing, hey, I actually don't have the resources, I don't have the help, there's no way I can achieve this. Accepting that and picking up and starting up from somewhere else, that has been very difficult in this journey, but I'm on it and we'll see how it goes, I guess. A beginning is a beginning, I guess that's what I want to say. It doesn't feel like a breakthrough, but I just feel at peace, to be honest. And that has been something I've been looking for such a long time in my life. Like, I remember as a child, I would sit there and I would just be like, I just want one normal day. Like, I just want, some peace of mind. I don't want someone to yell at me or be angry at me and all of this type of stuff. And I'm just really glad that I've gotten to that point. And then I start noticing all of the behaviors that I have actually picked up and that are a part of me now. And yeah, it is not flattering, but in a way, I'm very happy that I'm seeing it and I'm noticing it, like with people that I feel comfortable with, that, I'm working on it. And I don't want to be there. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to get to that point. I don't want to treat my kids that way. I feel like for me, personally, and my future generation, the cycle ends with us. And I really truly hope I can instill that in my younger brothers too. Older one, I don't know, he's older than me, but I just really take that on from now on and move forward with it. I was just explaining in this part of the video, like 70% of me was like 100% sure I was not going to survive it. The other 30% was like, I actually don't know what's gonna happen. It is what it is. Like, if I get to that point, we'll just see. And Allah is the only one I can thank. I'm a Muslim, by the way. Everything I had buried, the grief, the anger, the confusion started rising. I finally let myself sit in it. For the first time, I gave myself space to feel. I started asking, what do I want? What do I need? And who am I outside of survival? Who am I outside of this world that I've made? And I have no answers to that. It's a journey, not a race. Kobe Bryant, I don't have answers, but I have awareness, and I'm very, very thankful that I have some type of awareness, and I'm starting to kind of wake up from this fever dream and just, finally understanding and being willing to view my story in a different light and accept the facts for what they are and not what I want them to be. And once you start seeing everything clearly, you can't really unsee it. Like, it really is just what it is. Part of the breakthrough was also me finally sitting down and just saying, okay, I am insecure, I'm not confident, I don't have what it takes. Like, the way I'm going right now is not the way for me forward. And also, like, really, really just finally accepting that I'm insecure, because I really just wanted to be strong and just, but no, like, it was getting to a point where I didn't even like the person I was becoming, because I was fronting. I was trying to be something that I truly wasn't, because I thought this is probably my way out. And I'm so happy that I learned that lesson in a short 2 years, instead of staying in that for a long time. So now I'm gonna move on to the fourth section of the video, which is the message to the ones who feel like I do. If you're watching this and something in your heart is aching right now, I want to talk to you. You're the one who's tired all the time, the ones who feels like they have to keep everything together, they have to keep going, the ones who feel guilty for resting, for trying to have peace of mind, for just being themselves. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not lazy, you're not too sensitive, you're not broken. You're just you, and you've been through so much, and you've been going through so much, that if nobody else is going to reach out a hand and take that little child that you were and give them a hug, you're the only one that can do that. And even if someone else is doing that, please, please, please reach out. View yourself as that child. What would you have wanted people to have done for you? And realize that you can be that for yourself now. And that is one of the most powerful ways I've started looking at everything. I'm just like, okay, but baby Aja, like, what about baby Aja? Like, if she was here right now, how would you act? And I feel like that's also what made me truly kind of start going back and looking at everything differently. I was like, yeah, I actually would have never done that, or I would have done this, or I would have done this. And then it's like, okay, but what am I doing now, to hug me? Because I'm still a baby. I'm still a baba. Like, we're all still babies. Like, what are you doing now to hug yourself, to give yourself that security, to give yourself that love that you've been looking for? And if you're not doing that, give it to yourself immediately. You've been carrying this pain, and you were taught to perform, you were taught to please, you were taught to shrink, to make yourself smaller, but you were never taught how to just be you. And now you don't have to prove your worth through suffering. You're allowed to rest, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to feel, and most importantly, you're allowed to change as a human being. You don't owe anyone the version of you that survived. You're allowed to become the version of you that lives. Even if, you're unsure, you're soft, or you move slower, or you're not doing things the way that you think they're supposed to be, you're being yourself. You're doing your best, and that's what's important. Your story up until this point doesn't define who you are. It is a part of your story, but it's just that, a story, a chapter, and there's a whole book left to go, and you never know. The whole book is never complete unless we go to wherever that we go as human beings at the end of the journey. But we're not there, and hopefully we will not be there for a very long time. So let's close this chapter together. It's truly what I'm hoping for. Let's close this chapter together as one and open up a new chapter where we all can take the strides to get better. And it will not be easy. Girly pops, I'll be here struggling. Some days I wake up, I exercise, I do some Pilates, some yoga, stretch out, feel great. Some days I wake up and I can't get out of bed. Yesterday I went to school in joggers, nothing on my face, angry looking at everybody. Today I woke up, even though I woke up way earlier, I woke up at 5:45, I still felt a bit more energy because I was giving myself grace. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, I do truly hope that we can all go on this journey, and I truly, truly hope that me rambling and talking about all of this can help someone. Even if it's just one person, I'll be happy, because I know what it's like to be in those dark moments, and it is not easy. It is not easy. It is literally, trenches, but now on the other side of it a little bit. So even though everyone was telling me it's gonna be okay, it didn't feel that way. So I don't want to sit here and be like it's gonna be okay, but I truly want you to know that the journey gets better, the journey changes, the journey gets easier. The journey doesn't necessarily get easier, but you adapt and you become wonderful in the role. So please give yourself that grace, and always remember to give yourself that hug. Thank you so much for being here and for sitting with me while I complain about my life and my trauma. Thank you so much for holding space for me. I truly hope I can hold space for you too, and we can help each other out through this journey. If any part of this video spoke to you, I see you. I hear you, my sister. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I feel you. I know. If you would like, comment down below. Let's talk about it. And just know I'm always on your side. Like, girl, even if you're on the wrong, I'ma show up. And I'm always on your side. I will tell you the truth. I'll still tell you you're wrong, but I'll still be on your side, because that's what we need. We need tough love, but still love. Actually, we need love tough, because the love comes first. I'm getting way too Anyways, I hope even if it's for a moment you felt a little less lonely and we kikied. This is our space for the soft ones, for the tired ones, for the insecure ones, for the ones right in the middle of healing or just at the beginning of healing or not even thinking of healing, but we want to get to healing because all of us need to heal. Just leave a heart emoji to show me some love. Was that a heart? That was a very ugly heart. You're not alone. We're not alone. And this is just the beginning. I'll see you in the next video that I shoot, if I shoot it. And until then, take care of yourself and keep choosing